What is up, guys, and welcome back once again to Kerbal Space Program, the Ebby Space Agency journey. We're here for episode number 30, and before we get into the action, I'm just going to make a little bit of a notification announcement, I guess, and that is that unfortunately the series will not be getting uploaded as anywhere near as often as what it was previously. Obviously, those that are in the know realize that the last sort of 20-odd episodes have been all uploaded sort of daily for the last month or so. This is because I was working through a backlog of footage from the Twitch channel, dating back from like February 2025 all the way through to August. So I had that massive library of footage to work through. I finally got it all uploaded and edited and put on the channel. I have now worked through that backlog. We are now pretty much all up to date on YouTube as compared to what happens on Twitch. And as a result, I just don't have that level of, that library of footage really to just consistently spam out. Yeah, as a result, we're going to have to pump the brakes a little bit. The series isn't going anywhere, don't worry. I will still be continuing the uploads, and we are going to be playing this career mode through to its logical conclusion. But it does mean that, unfortunately, there's probably... the frequency of the uploads are probably going to be more like once a month now, rather than once every day. The focus of the channel is always going to be Formula 1. That's the kind of content that I want to lean into, so they're going to remain weekly. But Kerbal will be taking a bit more of a backseat. I still love this game. I've been playing it since 2014. It's definitely not going anywhere. And yeah, please do continue to tune in when I do drop new episodes. But for now, guys, it is going to slow down considerably. That being said, we have made some changes. As you can see here, we are circling around. We have updated, sorry, our Volumetrics Cloud mod, which I am absolutely psyched about. I've got a new PC as well, so better graphics card, which means hopefully the game will look even more stunning. I have also, as we head over to the mission control room, updated the Given Aircraft a Purpose mod, so we don't only have the airline missions anymore, we also have, as you see there, we are scrolling down, you see there towards the bottom of your screen, you've got the Security Intelligence Service, SkyMed, so medevac flights, the Urban Geographics Organization, so exploring the ground rather than just the air, and all sorts of different things that we can do, and I'm looking forward very much to getting into that, and that's what we're mainly going to be focusing on for today's episode. So you see here, we also take a rescue mission, so we are going to space at least once in this episode to rescue Lodbert Kerman from orbit of Kerbin. So yeah, you see here, something else that happened, guys, when just pure scuff so far this episode, isn't it? For whatever reason, when I transitioned from my old PC to my new PC, a bunch of craft files got deleted from my old save. I don't know why this is. It's a massive shame because I had a Kerbin space station that I was going to put in orbit. That was all designed and saved. The big transport plane that took our Kerbals to the North Pole, that's been lost. Even the rover, the Duna rover that you saw not too long ago, that's also been lost, and I'm not sure what's happened here. But it means that unfortunately we have to, if we want to reuse that kind of file again, we're going to have to redesign those craft. The save file itself, all the progress we've made, is still live, but unfortunately, yeah, for whatever reason, the actual craft files are gone. But it is what it is. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a bunch of missions. We're going to take the Security Intelligence Service, the Urban Geographics, and the SkyMed as well. They're going to be the sort of missions that we're plowing on with today as we jump over to the runway. Luckily, our Scuff Airlines aircraft has actually still survived the Great Purge of 26, and we take it to the runway. We're going to go ahead and do the SkyMed mission to start off with. So I'm going to hand you over to the takeoff for that now. flaps did come up, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Tell you what, the clouds do look a lot better, actually. Now they've got a bit of, like, volume to them. You know, ironically being called volumetric clouds, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not quite as uniform. And you got, like, different layers of clouds as well, which is really nice. But no, it's good, man. It is good. It looks so much more realistic like that. Let's go ahead and fast forward. And so, yeah, you see sort of past commentary, just admiring the new volumetric cloud. This is version 5, I think, by BlackRack. And yeah, it is absolutely amazing. And yeah, before long, we are on approach to our next destination. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the time warp. Let's look ahead, see if we can spot the runway. Okay, so that's the runway heading. So we could probably just descend straight in, to be fair. And descend straight in we do. We take a very, very shallow approach. We nearly hit a lot of those runway markers before we do eventually settle down. We're still getting the weird issues with the landing gear. I need to go out behind the scenes and try and figure out what that is. But we do, thankfully, come to a stop and taxi our way over to the director, who is currently on EVA waiting for us. So yeah, we park up next to him. We open the door, ready to go. We end up keeping the engines running as we waddle him over. He takes a couple of steps up and hops into the cabin, ready to take his flight back. This is basically him just signing off and making sure that the aircraft is fit for purpose as we give him a bit of excitement and Tokyo drift there just as the sun sets and the runway lights come on. Thankfully, we are going against the rotation of Kerbin, meaning that we take off at sunset, and because we're actually flying faster than the rotation of Kerbin, we experience the anti-sunset. We sunrise from the west as we fly back towards the KSC. You see there as well, we transferred a little bit of fuel in flight, and yeah, we, like I said, we were still getting the issues with the landing gear, and as a result, we kind of take a bit more of a stylish landing here than we planned to. I really need to get it sorted, but for whatever reason, the director of SkyMed was happy with our performance, even though we did skid around on the runway on both destinations. He's still happy enough to let us carry sick patients, so I don't know, maybe we'll be used for a very new experimental treatment or something. But we head over to the spaceplane hangar here, because we're designing a new rover for the Kerbin Geographic Association. This is going to be our sort of ground exploration vehicle on Kerbin, setting up campsites and the like. So we've just got a couple of crew habitats there, and one of our chat members decided he wanted to see me build a dock. So we were like, all right, bet we'll say less, fam. So welcome to the program, Clifford the Big White Space Rover. It's I don't know, man. It was a bit of a funny 5 minutes. I think I was like 3 hours deep in the stream at this point. I was like, you're nuts to it. Let's just go for it, right? And well, we load Clifford up with some crew members, and we send him off on his way. We've got 30 kilometers or so to drive away from the space center to the campsite. And you see there, off he goes, frolicking through the long grass and the trees to the west of the KSC. Very picturesque, especially now with the new volumetric clouds. The sunsets just look even better than they did before. Very, very picturesque, and it made the drive a lot more enjoyable. It was very quick, to the point where we got a bit carried away with the speed. You see, we got a little bit of air there. We were going about 40-odd meters a second, which is nuts. But eventually, we actually noticed a little quirk with the rover. Oh, we got fuzzy dice! I didn't even notice that! Yeah. So yeah, despite definitely breaking local speed limits, we take the time to notice the quirks of the rover, and we genuinely were enjoying ourselves. It's not a mission that we've really done before. Yes, we had the Duna rover mission, but we've not really had many opportunities to explore the ground of Kerbin. So that's what we do. We pull up to the campsite. We spend the mandated 3 days at the campsite. Before we then take the brakes off, pack up all the kit, and turn our way back home. And yeah, after a while, we do make our way back to the KSC. You see the extra large hangars provided by Van's KSC looming into view there, and well, we eventually get onto some tarmac and head back to be recovered. And that is the Curbing Geographic Organization mission complete, and it is now time to do some rescue. That, and then go. Come on. Pitch over. And yeah, so you see there, we head to the launch pad. We've got our unplanned rescue ship with Dude Ming Kerman lined up as the pilot. We timed it very well, actually. So what was his name? Lodbert? His craft is just Lodbert. That's it. Just flying over the KSC as we launch, and yeah, the launch went off very smoothly. This is all in one take, by the way. You see there, 3 minutes aligned on the mission clock. The reason why I've kept it all in one take rather than cutting to different stages is because of just how quickly we managed to rendezvous here. You see, 6 minutes on the clock, and we have rendezvoused pretty much. So very, very quick, very well timed on Dude Ming's part as we hop over. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, with the parts monster we've got, this part was spawned in with Lodbert on board, but there's no physical way for us to get him out of it. Which is ridiculous in my opinion. Like, there should be a line in the code or something that says if it doesn't have a hatch, it doesn't spawn in, right? But sadly, it didn't, and we couldn't physically get him out. So we had to cheese it a little bit, guys. I kept it in just for transparency's sake. We did end up having to set his position using the cheat menu and then recover him that way. We did all the work. We went up to the craft and we came back. But we had to do it that way, unfortunately. And then finally, it's the Kerbin Secret Service mission. We are off on our way to a previously undiscovered airfield, Secret Area 15. And well, the approach, as you see here, we timed it very wrong, and we're now approaching in the night. And I'm going to leave you with a live commentary, but this was very, very eventful. I don't know what we're descending into here, I'll be honest. I know there's mountains, like, at this part of the South Pole. I just don't know if we're anywhere near them. We're gonna have to, like, overfly it, I think. Oh god, there's a storm ahead of us. Okay, so we're gonna be landing into a storm for the first time we've ever flown into an airfield. I don't know. I can't see a goddamn thing. I'm getting nervous. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro. Are we flying into an evil villain's lair or something? Okay, I see lights. I see lights. I see lights below us. I see lights below us. So it's going that way. Okay, noted. Noted. I can't see the runway. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. That's a mountain. That's mountain as well, isn't it? Fuck me. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to find another place to land and just come back in the morning. Come on. I have no idea where we're at. All right, I see the runway. I see the runway. Okay. We're on a much better approach this time. Come on. Come on. Steer, 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 steer. Ah, no, come on. We're off the runway, but we are... I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Holy shit, boys. Alright. Okay. Good lord. Holy crap. Why did I think landing here at the night was a good idea? There you go, guys. Insane landing. It took about 4 approaches just to get us on the ground. And you see there, we very nearly didn't make it safely to the ground. Thankfully, we did. We taxi our way over to the apron, and we turned the aircraft off. We had to generate a bit more power, so we turned the APU on quickly. But eventually, we are able to turn that off too. And we then fast forward to the dawn, so we can actually see what kind of airfield we're dealing with. And you see here, like, all these mountains just surrounding this area. Like, it's a very secret base, obviously. I get keep it in the mountains, but yeah, they are all the mountains. We pretty much nearly hit all of those, but we thankfully did make it onto the ground. And well, when we start the entrance up, we wait a little bit for the sun to rise. You'll see in a moment, but yeah, we just get everything started up and get ready to taxi on over to the runway. See there, we transitioned there to daylight, and yeah, we thankfully the runway's not that not that short, so we don't need the whole thing. So we just join at the midpoint and take off from there. But yeah, guys, this base was absolutely nuts. So I definitely should, in hindsight, I should have just chosen a secondary landing site, headed there where the weather was clear and I could see the runway, landed, and just headed here in the morning. But, well, I mean, we made it in the end, right? And, yeah, the takeoff, pretty uneventful. Very picturesque, I will say that, very picturesque in the mountains there, you know, with the low-lying clouds. It was very pretty, but yeah, on approach it definitely wasn't. We do hit a little bit of weather coming into the KSC, but thankfully it's not directly over, and we already know what the KSC layout is anyway, right? But it gives us this very, very beautiful sort of shot here, flying through the cloud columns. And yeah, it was these volumetric clouds. I am falling in love with the mod all over again. Thankfully, the approach into the KSC a lot less eventful than previous approaches, and yeah, we recover nice and easy there. But that is the end of this episode, guys. So, like I said, unfortunately, there is going to be a longer wait for the next one. I am, at the time of recording this, going to be recording a stream on Kerbal Space Program in a couple of days, so I'll be able to work through that footage and probably get the next episode to you within maybe a week or so. But after that, unfortunately, guys, it is only going to be monthly uploads. On the plus side, it means that Kerbal Space Program is going to be on this channel for much, much longer than probably what it would have been otherwise. But it does mean, unfortunately, you guys are going to have a little bit of a wait till the next episode. But the plan is to keep this this career mode going until I've visited every single celestial body and set up a colony on Lathe. So long way to go before this ends. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.